for example, if I'm a religious person and I've truly connected to God, then no joke can shake that foundation.
Also, I think God can take a joke. He takes genocide.
They do. I think in order, if you believe in God, I think you need to make jokes on God. I think that's what strengthens your belief. Right? So, like, especially Banyani, like, if you really look at aru religion, like I grew up as a Hindu, so like if you really look at Hinduism, questioning God is a big part of Hinduism. Okay? So like I think that if you question God and then find God, that's when you find spirituality.
More of a strong
Yeah,
belief.
right. So त्योभन्दा अगाडिसम्म त you're just following what other people told you. You haven't found God yet. Right? You were just told that there is God and you just took it at face value. So I think all religions, like हरेक spiritual experience को स्टार्टमा चाहिँ क्वेश्चनिङ गड चाहिँ हुन्छ नै हुन्छ क्या होइन. सो इफ युर मेकिङ फन अफ गड, इफ युर like if you are a spiritual comedian or if you are a religious comedian, I think like making jokes on God is part of your process of connecting to the God.
But when do you think it goes wrong in terms of like people making superstitions and
it's all those people who have never found God and भने नि जुन फेस भ्यालुमा लिएर ब्लाइन्डली फलो गरेर हुन्छ नि त होइन. बिकज दे हेभन्ट फाउन्ड गड येट, दे वर जस्ट टोल्ड द्याट देयर इज गड. एन्ड इफ समन इज मेकिङ जोक्स अबाउट इट होइन, तिनीहरूको त फाउन्डेसन हल्लियो नि त होइन. अनि त्यो बेला चाहिँ अफेन्ड हुने हो क्या. राइट? इफ फर इक्जाम्पल, इफ आई एम अ रिलिजियस पर्सन एन्ड आई हेभ ट्रुली कनेक्टेड टु गड, then no joke can shake that foundation. Right? You can say anything about God and it will not, मलाई के फरकै पर्दैन नि होइन. It's all those people who haven't found that connection who get offended के, किनकि तिनीहरूको फाउन्डेसन सेक भयो त्यो एउटा जोकले होइन. So that's where things get wrong. There are a lot of followers who claim to be spiritual but aren't.
I think for me where it gets wrong is when people have ill intentions and their voice gets amplified. I know, and that's when social pressure and your superstitions do make, because these are lastly made by humans. Obviously भगवानले त यो गर भनेको छैन. It's just maybe statements are how they perceive the statement and write it off makes it problem. So that's the mindset.
Yeah. And also like it's so egotistical, this whole thing. And like if you do believe in God, then you should also be smart enough to understand that he does not interfere. Right? He lets it happen. Right? So if you are praying for God and asking him to do something, I think that's, you know.
Also, I think God can take a joke. He takes genocide. I think God can take a joke. No, I just
That
like...
was such a...
Yeah, he lets things happen.
Yeah,
right?
he lets
Like,
things happen.
Let things
Yeah.
happen.
Like praying, like so I am also like, I don't understand what spirituality is, because I asked that question, what is spirituality, because I've heard so many definitions of it that it has stopped making sense to me. होइन? अनि like there is a part of me that believes that there's some kind of God, but I also think that God is you know, it's just there, doesn't want to be involved here. होइन? Just at best they're observing. That's it. होइन? They will not, your prayers will not be heard.
So talk to each other.
Yeah, talk to each other. That's what
God is not hearing you.
I think belief is like अति नै strong because my grandfather believes in God एकदमै. He preaches Bhairab, हैन? And I think if Bhairab wasn't in his life, he wouldn't survive अहिलेसम्म के.
Yeah. No, I get it, Tara.
Hey?
Yeah.
Because like the willpower that he has made because of God, I mean like damn.
Yeah, and that's the faith. That's what religion, like having a religion को importance थियो. For example, my mom tried really hard to adjust to Christianity, right? Because my father's family had already converted when they got married and everything. So when she got married, she tried really hard to like adjust to that life. My dad is not very religious. He never went to church. He just like is not very. He's kind of atheist and stuff like that. He never really like found it fascinating religion ko kurama. But when my mom married him, she felt like, oh, I need to fit in. So I need to fit into the family and fit into the way he is and everything. So she tried really hard for 20 years to go to church. She could not fit in. She tried really hard, you know. Ani त्यहाँपछि but like obviously should like and full upbringing like Hindu भएर आएको mommy and त्यहाँपछि she couldn't fit in and it was very difficult for us to adjust. पनि हामी as a kid पनि we went to church. We like हाम्रो घरमा कहिले पनि पूजा सुजा हुँदैन थियो यताउता. And now like I think it's been 3-4 years my mom has given up. And then she was so lonely because गाउँमा अरू कोही पनि क्रिस्चियन फ्यामिली छैन, right? And चर्च पनि टाढो छ. So my mom has given up. She joined Kirtan Toli. She is having time of her life. She is so happy. She has friends. She's just happy that she has plans now. कि कीर्तनमा कुन गीत गाउने. She calls me and मैले नयाँ गीत सिकेको. And then she's so, I've never seen this woman so excited for anything. And like she fits in now. And then I think religion, like community by religion also किन important भन्दाखेरि it makes you feel part of something. We
unified.
We want to be part of something. We always want to fit in. And
and somehow they figured out a way to alienate people because of it, which is ironic as fuck.
Like सानोदेखि नै we feel like alienated a lot के like किनकि गाउँमा अब कुनै पनि क्रिस्चियन फ्यामिली छैन अनि प्लस के अरे मङ्गोलियन फ्यामिली पनि धेरै थिएन हाम्रो गाउँमा त कोही पनि थिएन. And then we always felt like तर मेरो मम्मी त मङ्गोलियन होइन तर there was always this like feeling कि हामी चाहिँ यहाँ बिलोङ गर्दैनौँ जस्तो फिल हुने क्या. Now my mom is very happy. So that's what I love about religion. It makes people feel connected to other and then it helps you make friends. And like it doesn't matter if she believes in God or not. She's very happy doing all the religious stuff. And I think it's really great for her mental health as well.
I think
And same with your Hazur Bua. He found Vairab, right? And then he devoted himself to this God so much. It actually helped him gain that confidence in life and like helped him keep moving.
So like some true. In terms of how he even perceives world, I think quite questioning a lot of things is also poisonous जस्तो लाग्छ कि for me. कहिलेकाहीँ because कतिवटा question गरेर हुन्छ कहिलेकाहीँ if you just blindly believe in something and you do it, I think it's more easier जस्तो लाग्छ. For me
it is easier. It is easier, right? For but example, I don't think it's poisonous though. I think like I think it's important that we do. I think it's not I also know that it's not easy. It shakes you and it destroys your foundations, but that is the way you take to get to a place where you are truly happy with who you are.
But if you're happy midway, then it's okay to settle there, right?
I think that's very unsustainable though.
No.
किनकि एउटा फेरि अर्कोले एउटा तिम्रो बिलिफको बारेमा जोक हानिदिन्छ नि त, you know.
Then you become a professional debater.
Then you become offended, then you call the police, Apurva jail janja becomes the whole different thing. You know, so I don't know, but then again, I don't know, all I'm saying is that questioning if what you believe is real, right? Whatever you believe, if it's real, then you also need the confidence that questioning it will not destroy it. राइट क्वेसन गर्न डराउँछौ भने त देन यु ट्रुली डोन्ट बिलिभ इट इन द राइट लाइक ओके लाइक लेट्स से इट्स रिलिजन राइट एन्ड फर इक्जाम्पल अर लाइक वाट एभर इट इज लाइक ओके बिङ अ नेपाली रिलिजन अलिकति उ भयो होइन इफ यु बिलिभ इन द आइडिया अफ नेपाल होइन यु हेभ टु बी विलिङ टु आस्क द क्वेसन नेपाल भने के हो होइन नेपाली हुनु भनेको के हो होइन अनि त्यसपछि यु हेभ टु लेट त्यो छाड्दै जानुपर्छ क्या होइन लाइक मेबी के अरे बिङ अ नेपाली इज नट इन द क्लोथ्स होइन मेबी बिङ अ नेपाली इज नट इन द ल्याङ्ग्वेज होइन मेबी बिङ अ नेपाली इज नट इन द बोर्डर्स वाट इज बिङ अ नेपाली त होइन सो अल दिस किनकि अहिलेसम्म त मान्छेले त्यही बिलिभ गर्छ नि त ढाका टोपी लाउने बित्तिकै नेपाली हो त होइन होला नि त बिकज देयर आर लट अफ पिपल हु हुन्छ नि नेपालको यस्तो ठाउँहरू छ जहाँ ढाका टोपी अर दौरा सुरुवाल इज नट देयर अथेन्टिक थिङ होइन सो ढाका टोपी त होइन रहेछ नेपाली भन्नु भनेको होइन सो यु त्यो क्वेसन गर्दै गर्दै छाड्दै लाने अनि त्यो कोर चाहिँ पत्ता लगाउने क्या एन्ड इट डजन्ट मिन द्याट अल दिज थिङ्स आर इनभ्यालिड इट्स जस्ट द्याट इट्स नट द कोर अफ इट होइन सो यु हेभ टु जति क्वेसन गरी यु गेट टु द कोर होइन सो लाइक सी I in my comedy I question a lot about especially regarding the country and I talk a lot about who we are and who we are as a country and not because I don't like the country I love my country but the questioning comes because I want to know हाम्रो core के हो नेपाली हुनु भनेको के हो त हैन so like I think that is the process of understanding what something truly is
मेरोलाई चाहिँ कहिले इट गेट्स मेसी भन्दाखेरि मम ड्याडले भन्न आउँछ नि यो भन्न आउँछ समटाइम्स इट जस्ट बिकम्स राइट एन्ड आइ एम लाइक किन लाइक वाट डिड आई रियली क्वेसन इट जस्तो लाग्छ अनि एट द सेम टाइम जस्तो लाग्छ मैले भने थिएँ नि तँलाई खालिको के
But I think it's nice that you question and then find out it's right. Then
Yeah.
It's like absolute right. But if you just accept it that it's right, then it will be like, what if it was wrong? So you'll always have that question, what if it was wrong?
True.
Yeah, question it and then find the truth, no?
Yeah.
Like questioning is not opposing it. Questioning is trying to prove it.
No, sometimes कस्तो हुन्छ भने अब लेट सपोज राति नकाट्नु हुँदैन भन्छ नि म काटेँ अरे होइन घाउ भयो अरे लाइक हुन्छ नि
के सोचेरै भने रहेछ
त्यस्तो हुन्छ कि कहिले काहीँ
अनि द्याट मेक्स सेन्स राति काट्नु अँध्यारो हुन्छ अनि देख्दैन नि त सिम्पल थिङ्स होइन सी अनि त्यही हो नि त सो देयर आर दिस थिङ्स द्याट यु क्वेसन एन्ड यु फिगर आउट वाइ इट्स देयर होइन नत्र त अस्ति एउटा क्लिप आइरहेको थियो यसमा द्याट दिस मदर कट्स अ ह्याम त्यो ह्याम पकाउनु लागिरहेको हुन्छ नि त्यो पछाडिको एन्ड पार्ट काटेर उसमा हालिदिन्छ क्या के अरे ओभनमा हालिदिन्छ एन्ड डटर आस्क ओके वाइ डु वी कट द ब्याक अफ द ह्याम भनेर बिकज इट्स द ब्याक अफ द ह्याम यु जस्ट कट ब्याक अफ द ह्याम and it's totally like no like but what's the reason and like oh, I don't know the reason she calls her mother and they're like mom why do we cut the back of the ham and she says oh because our oven was small now she has a big oven and she's still cutting it in half right so there's a lot of these things that may somehow make sense at one point I know but it's not universal truth होइन so like questioning it helps us get better होइन so questioning it is important
last topic मलाई डिस्कस गर्न मन लाग्यो how delusional are you guys in terms of making your own perception
I tell people I'm funny